Thank you, Daryl. I appreciate that, man. Today's been one of those days. I'm just sitting here chatting away, and it's been, 3 minutes now? Just chatting away. Didn't even have my microphone on. Well, I tell you, I almost didn't do a live stream today because there's just so much going on, and the all-22 is a mess. So, but we're going to try and work something out. Anyhow, yes, good news, bad news. Good news is got all-22. Bad news is it's not the good all-22. So I'm not going to be able to rewind it and stuff. Rewind it nice and smoothly. It's going to be jump back in 5 seconds intervals and everything. What's up, Nate? Yeah, I wasn't able to put up a preview or set it up, the live stream beforehand. I wasn't even sure if I was going to do it because the all-22 is not officially out yet. Long story. We'll talk about that here in a second, but almost didn't do the live stream. Daryl says, been following for a while. First time catching you live. Nice, man. Glad to have you. We're going to have everybody piling in here in a second. Like I said, I didn't let everybody know I was going to be doing a live stream. Normally we've been doing them at 6 o'clock this season, 6 p.m., but I didn't schedule one. So a lot of people probably thought I wasn't going to be doing it, but here I is. We are going to be covering some all-22 today of the Chicago Bears. Now, we're 2-0, and you would think we'd be at the top of the division, but we're third. We're behind the Atlanta Falcons, the Saints, and then us. I'm assuming, I haven't looked into it, but the tiebreaker, I assume, is division opponents. Atlanta Falcons has played, Atlanta Falcons has played Carolina Panthers. They beat them, and so did the Saints. So I guess then it goes to point differential or something. Who knows? Boss is an Eagles fan, so today, oh my goodness, Daryl. I tell you, it's going to be a tough game, man, Monday. What do you think? Think it's going to be the Bucs? You think it's going to be the Eagles walking away with a victory there? So far, everybody is picking the Bucs. Everybody is picking the Bucs. I got my sheet around here somewhere. What's up, Dylan? And with your boss being an Eagles fan, you better hope we beat them. No, wait a minute. Which one do you want? If the Eagles win, then he's going to be a happy boss. And if the Eagles lose, not so happy. LMH, 24-27. 24-27 Eagles? You said 24-17 yesterday. What's up, Tampa Born? BS, hello, we're playing better than both of them. I know, right? I was really disappointed in the Saints last night. They should have just dominated that game. But I mean, I'm not mad that they didn't. I'm disappointed in them. How about the Panthers? They're ugly. They're an ugly team, man. That's a bad football over there. Which makes me very happy. Bucs. You picking the Bucs, Daryl, all right? Your brain wasn't working yesterday? Okay, I'll change it to 27. Oh, you're picking the Eagles. Oh, my gosh. LMH, you're the first one. You are the first of the scallywags to go with the Eagles. That Saints-Panther game wasn't very exciting. No, it wasn't, Nate. I tell you, the Saints didn't look too good. The Panthers look like trash. That quarterback they got, I will never understand. One, I'll never understand why they traded for Sam Darnold. I mean, that was just, ugh, I don't know. But then to trade up to get that quarterback, I mean, I don't understand. I really, literally don't understand. I don't think they know what they're doing. I don't think Tapper's a good owner. He's not a football guy. That game was boring last night. I know, right? The Tampa Born, okay. 23-16 Bucs. There we go. 23-16 Bucs. The injuries last night, though, were quite interesting. Shaq Thompson's out for the season, broke his fibia or tibia, whichever one it is. And I saw it. Strangest thing, I saw the two linemen fighting, and the Carolina Panthers lineman picked up the Steelers or the Saints guy and slammed him, and he slammed him right on Shaq's leg. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at that. And then the camera zoomed in because they wanted to not show the fight that was going on between the Panthers and the Saints guy. And they didn't even catch that Shaq was hurt. They totally missed it. But they didn't replay it, of course. They didn't replay the injury. Same thing happened with Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, got the devastating knee injury. Was it Minkah Fitzpatrick hit him in the knee, just tore it up. But they didn't replay it. In America, they did in Europe, in the UK. And that's how everybody got the clip of his leg getting messed up. But, in America, man, they are infantilizing us. It's like we can't see injuries. They every year it's gotten worse and worse and worse over the past few years. And now they're just not replaying them at all. So that's aggravating. But speaking of aggravating, this all-22 film is not out in America yet. It is in the UK. They do this all the time. Now, if you have the UK Game Pass or NFL Plus or whatever, you get to watch the games live no matter what game it is, and you only pay a fraction of what we pay here in America. And then they get the all-22 first. That's happened. That's been going on for years. And so now here in America, we're still waiting on the all-22. They've had it for a day now. So I'm sitting here refreshing all day trying to get it. So I've got the bootleg version, which doesn't make me very happy. Okay, Pat. Hey, what's up, Pat? Pat says 2120 Bucs. I am behind on chat again, you know me. 2120 Bucs. Pat Williams. We got a lot of Bucs fans, man. Everybody picking the Bucs except MH. Watson shoved the ref. I know. He shoved the ref, and he had 2 personal foul penalties. He's supposed to be kicked out for that. I mean, he grabbed those face masks, and one was on Quan Alexander, and he threw him into the bench. Last diehard Bucs are you and Deckerharf. What's up, Shadaban? Hey, we try, man. You got Bucs 28-21, Dylan? Okay. Writing you down. 28-21. Bucs. Dylan. Young looked like he needs to sit a while. Yes, man. And, I don't know if he's got what it takes to go in the NFL. It's kind of how I feel about Justin Fields. Justin Fields, I feel like he's a great runner. I think he'd make a great running back, maybe even a receiver. But he just doesn't have that mentality for a quarterback. He's not a very good quarterback. He's a great football player. But, I don't know what Carolina was thinking in trading up to the number 1 spot and picking Young. Chubb out for a season as a season killer for Cleveland. I know. He's such a good guy, too. But, he had the same thing happen in college, almost the exact same knee injury. And they reconstructed it and got hit. And everybody's talking about it was a bad hit. It was a nasty, or what do you call it? A targeted hit the knee. But we all knew this was going to happen when they started saying you can't hit up high, you can't hit in the head. So they're going to start going low. We're going to get a bunch of knee injuries. I didn't think it was a dirty hit. Nate says they absolutely will not show fights or replays this year, and it's getting on my nerves. I know the injury stuff. It's like we're babies, and they don't want us to see bad things. You guys ain't smashed that like button. Do it. Shadow Band gives them the command. Smash that like button. Sucks. Chase Edmonds is out 4 to 6 weeks. Wonder if we make a move. What do you think? There's reports that we're talking to talk about Cam Akers, that we're talking to his team. And I don't know how I feel about that. Cam Akers, not really impressive to me, but really what gets me is the attitude he had with the Rams. You know, he was kind of upset. He's not that he wasn't getting enough touches, I assume, or something, and he ain't gonna do it here. This is the first play of the game, so it was an understandable screw up. But it looks like Hainsey goes to the second level to block 49, and so does Wirfs. They both go to block 49. That can't be right. I know 49's a beast, but you don't need two linemen on him. Right? Am I seeing this right? God, I hate that I can't rewind this. See, they both go out there. Look at this. Everything's messing up on me. It's one of those days. This has been a hectic day. There we go. We got a circle. Anyhow, there's Wirfs and Hainsey out there. I don't think that is correct. Oh, look at this. Screwed everything up. This is going to be a mess. And we've done this before where we didn't have this much trouble. Y'all give me a second. Do y'all have any specific plays you want to look at? I don't think we're going to go like straight through like we normally do and just go play by play. Let's look at some sacks and interceptions and stuff. Y'all name the play you want to see, and we'll see what we can see. All right, I'm way behind on chat. Let's let this play. Watson is about to be suspended again. That sit out has ruined Deshaun Watson. Watson shouldn't be in the league anyway. Predator. Ooh, rough. Look at that. Hainsey had a rough time in this game. This is like Mayfield almost threw an interception. This is that same play. I want to look at it from the sideline. This was like the one bad decision he made in this game. And I can't. Okay. I have to use my keyboard here. Now see, he throws it to 19, right? No, he throws it 13. That's Mike. He didn't really have anybody else. He could have thrown here, but this was a bad decision on his part. I mean, that's just that should have been an interception all day. But really, this was the only bad decision he made. That I can recall. I'm sure we'll see some here on all 22. Now I want to look at Hainsey here. He had a tough day from what I saw, and I think he gets beat here. There we go. Yeah, look. That's a communication problem. They both, Feeler and Hainsey both thought the other guy had it. Let's watch this again. These two. Tomorrow I will have the all 22 set up so we can. Look, they both go to block him, and then they both think the other one has him. See, Feeler puts his arm out, so Hainsey's like, okay. Hainsey starts to look this way. And then this guy just comes up in between them. All right. So that was a miscommunication error there. Yeah, and right up there with Carolina, Deshaun Watson, the Cleveland Browns paying so much for him. Just, I don't know. Okay, I'm way behind it yet. Atlanta is a mirror of Tampa, London Evans, Ritter Mayfield, and fast defenses. The Atlanta's really going for a heavy run game. They want to play physical football. We are 5th in the league at rush attempts. Is that correct? I think I pulled them stats out yesterday. But Atlanta is 2nd or 3rd. So we're definitely running it much more than we have in the past few years. But I think Atlanta's beating us in the rushing category. Russian. Taking all the fun out of the game, I know. Just, it's kind of, I've talked about this before. It's like NASCAR. I don't care what you say. I mean, I know a lot of mechanics that watch NASCAR. I like watching, or used to like watching NASCAR for the mechanical aspect of it. They've ruined that now, though, because of all the restrictions and stuff in NASCAR. But worse than that is that, everybody, no matter what you say, everybody likes to watch the wrecks in NASCAR. It's just how it is. And now they've done kind of the same thing as the NFL. They've kind of reduced the accidents, and it's just made NASCAR completely boring. It's one of the many things they've done. Acres, if they pay part of his contract. So you'd be good with that, MH. How's everyone doing? What's up, Joe? Punch that like button when I came in. Yes, sir. You paid your toll. Al, there you are. We are dealing with Trash all22 today because it hasn't come out in America yet. So we can't do the rewinding. Oh, thanks, Shadowban. Appreciate it. He said, I love your critiques. Killer asks, where do you get the all-22 from? I get the all-22 from NFL Plus. I have another site I work with. Don't know if I want to say it out there. You could probably see it. It popped up a couple times here. They get it before it's put out on NFL Plus. You can see. I don't want to get banned. It's, I don't know if I should say it or not, but they get the all-22 before the NFL Plus because they do the European version, and the Europeans get it before we do, which is quite frustrating to me. What's up, Clack? We use Palmer to pull safety to get Evans open in this game. Palmer is fast. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on that, MH. Otten was the best option. Yeah, that was not a smart throw by Mayfield, but he didn't screw up the rest of the game, so can't be too upset with him. I'm not really paying much attention to the all-22 here, so if y'all see anything, let me know. Would have been a pick six in that play. No one was around after the pick. Yeah, he was going back. I think that's probably why he dropped it, too, because he was so excited. He's like, I got a touchdown. And if y'all have any plays in particular you want to look at, let me know, and we'll just jump to that. Clark says, got to get that O-line blocking assignment right tackle or we're going to get Baker killed this week. Eagles physical up front. Yeah. Eagles going to be a hard test for our offensive line. Pretty much our whole team, but definitely our offensive line. Your opinion on NASCAR spot on 2015 Daytona 500 was the last race I went to. Yes. It's a dang shame what they did to NASCAR. But it's happening to all American sports, I think. NASCAR decided that, I grew up, I used to be able to go to the pits and work the pits back in this was back in the 80s. And, we had Harry Gant and Richard Petty and just the guys. They were just totally different. They were rude. They were crass. They all chewed tobacco. They all drank. They all flirted with the trophy girls. They fought all the time. There was fights in the pits all the time. But they were, oh man. I got to rewind that. David Wells, that was a good block. I couldn't tell if it was a good block or if he tackled the guy. And, that's how NASCAR was. NASCAR was, fast cars, fast women, all that good stuff. And then it was like they decided to go family friendly. Right here. Okay. I thought he pulled him down. They decided to go family friendly, and everybody started talking alike. You remember they used to have the two brothers that you couldn't understand a word they said. But now everybody sounds alike and looks alike, and it's just a shame. NFL International. Yeah, as I was talking to Al, I was on for like 5 minutes before I realized my microphone was off. It wasn't me. It was Daryl, I think. Yeah, Daryl said, "I can't hear you." But the Americans, we have to pay full price for NFL Game Pass or NFL Plus, whatever you want to call it. Europeans don't. They get a much cheaper version, and they get to watch any game live that we want. You can't do that with NFL Plus. You have to pay $500 to YouTube if you want to watch the live games. And the European version, you get to watch the live games it's ridiculous price. It's like $40 a year or something. And plus, we were talking earlier about the injuries. Shaq Thompson got injured and Nick Chubb got injured, and neither one of ESPN, I think it was on both broadcasts, neither one of them replayed the injuries, but they did in Europe, and that's how everybody got the video of Nick Chubb's leg getting all messed up. That was on Sky Sports, UK Sports Channel. And I'm just like, what? It's like they're treating us like babies. Those 3 interior defensive linemen at Eagles are crazy good. Yes, they are. Yeah, it's not going to be good. Mayfield has really impressed me, though, with his escapability. MH says, 2005 was the last year I was really into NASCAR. Yes, same here. 2015, they were changing the seating. I wanted to see it. Took out the back stretch. 4 hours of commercials. Good grief. Yeah, I haven't watched. I can't. It's been, probably about 2005. Maybe a little bit later was the last time I watched. And I used to watch NASCAR. I used to watch hockey, baseball. I was big. Those were my 3. It was a football, NASCAR, and hockey. And it just got to the point to where I was like spending all my time watching sports. So I eventually, once NASCAR started getting blah, and hockey, my team was starting to get not as good. I was like, all right, I'm going to have to cut down. So I decided I'm just going to watch the NFL. That's pretty much all I'm going to watch. And it's how it's been for 15 years probably. It's the only sport I really watch. It's the only sport I got time for. But I tell you, 2003 was my supreme year. I got the hat trick. The Bucs won the Super Bowl. We won it 2002, but played it 2003. Then my driver, Matt Kenseth, he won the championship, and my hockey team, the New Jersey Devils, won the Stanley Cup. So all three of my sports, man, that was just bad. All three of my sports teams won their national titles, and that'll never happen again. So figured I would quit while I was ahead. Let me see this. I want to see who screwed up here. This is that same play. Deep pass to Moore. All right. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's so hard to tell. We're not in the room, so we don't know what the assignments are. But I'm going to say Dean probably should have carried. This look. I mean, you should carry the guy, even if that's not your assignment. I mean, you've got nobody else. There's nobody else. Nobody else you're going to have to cover. So just go and carry your dude. And he had quite a few mess ups like that in this game. But I don't know if that was his assignment. It almost looked like cover 3. If that was cover 3, then that really wasn't his job to do that. But somebody had to do it. What do y'all think? Let's see. Al says it's going to be crazy hard for Monk and Hainsey on Monday. Fingers crossed. Yeah. I think Mayfield's not going to be able to stand in the pocket much. That's for sure. I 100% stopped watching all sports many years ago. I only watch NFL now, but I do the whole shebang. I do the NFL draft during the offseason, so there's no real offseason for me. Yes, I agree with you, Al. It's just, and plus all the all-22 I watch, I just don't have time for any other sports. And there's so many sports out there now and so many games, and you can watch them, every single game in hockey, which is like 3,000 hockey games. Every single baseball game. There's like 3,000 baseball games. You can watch every single you can spend your whole life watching sports. And I know a few guys that do. And it used to not be that way. It used to be, you could only watch what was nationally broadcast or locally broadcast. But now you can just sit on your couch and watch it. And then you can watch replays. I like the UFC, and I try to squeeze that in every now and then. But anymore, it's just the big fights. I'll try and watch the big fights. But I've got friends of mine that, they literally they come home, they sit on the couch, and they watch replays of UFC. They watch replays of the NFL. They watch replays of the baseball. It's the games they didn't catch on the weekend or whatever. It's like, man, Dean messed up. Okay, everybody's agreeing it's Dean. Okay, good. I think it was his job, and I think it was cover 3. That is the only player near him, and I'm pretty sure Dean messed up. Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of that in this game. Dean and Hainsey had rough days. And I was sitting there talking about when we watched the all-22 of the Bears against the Saints. Or was it no, that was the Vikings and the Saints. We watched the Bears week 1. And I was like, Justin Fields is not throwing it downfield at all. He threw it downfield a couple times on us. Yeah, Killer, I agree too. Dean had a horrible game. Dean not used to being the number 1 corner. Ooh, Tampa Bourne coming in hard on the Jamel Dean criticism. All right. Not being able to rewind this and sit there and break it down is really aggravating me. That was an ugly play. Let me watch this again. Do they have nobody blocking 9 here? I mean, you got 9. Fields comes around. Is this an option? What's it? Okay, yeah, he options. He reads that. Okay, so he read 9. 9 standing still. 9 doesn't move, and Fields decides to run it. He's going to try and outrun 9. That's funny. That was not a very good decision by Fields. That was a good play by 9. Trying. He froze. He read that option and froze and made Fields really either decision he was going to make was going to be bad. I want to keep an eye on Neal this game too. He had such a bad game week 1. I want to see if he shorts it up a little bit. This one. Oh, I remember this. They showed it on the broadcast, and this is we got beat on a bad scheme here. We blitz right there. Yeah, we blitz, and that causes Devin White to have to run 15 yards just to get in position on the number 1 receiver. So we blitz Neal. Devin White was lined up over here, so he had to run all the way over here. And look, he's still 5 yards away from his cover. And this is the number 1 guy. Why would you put probably our worst guy in coverage, Devin White? Love him to death, but he's not very good in coverage. And you're going to put him on the number 1 after making him run 15 yards just to try to get to the spot. He almost gets that bat down there. The barely won Saints. Yeah, they did not look that good last night. Carolina's hot garbage. And the Saints really should have manhandled them a little bit better than they did. Al says, I thought it was going to be Gedeke and Mock who would be our concern on our line. Luke is actually doing a good job. Hainsey and Mock are the ones doing poorly. Yeah. Well, we saw Hainsey in the preseason had a couple of tough games, but we thought, well, he's playing with guys he's not used to and blah blah blah. We were making excuses for him, but it looks like it's carried over to the regular season. I feel like we need to watch this all-22 again when we get the good all-22 because we're just kind of casually glancing at it now. Philly media. Uncle Toasty, what's up? Philly media trying to say Eagles need to use this game for practice. They're crazy. Yeah. Yeah, the Philly might run into a buzzsaw, our guys are pumped up. Fan base is pumped up too. I would not, if I was Philly, I would not be sleeping on the Buccaneers. Because, we're winning these games. It's not like these teams are losing them. Granted, Chicago is not a very good team. Okay, what happens here? But, Minnesota's pretty good. And we beat them. We legitimately beat them. Okay. Boom. Huh. What happened here? Let's go back and look at that. I really hate that I can't rewind this. He pulls him down. That should have been holding right here. He pulls him down. Sneaky dog. Generally, 9 out of 10 times, if you get this much space open on the edge, it's because there's some cheating going on. Right here. He's holding him, and then he pulls him down when he falls. Right there. He had him by the shoulder pad and pulled him down. That's sorry. Let's look at it from this angle. We're not going to be able to see the pull down as good, I don't think. All right, now you can see he's definitely got him there. And then he dog. He lets go right as soon as David Wells starts, or who is that? Nelson starts to fall. Refs, do your job. All right, let me catch up with the chat real quick. Yeah, it's a lot of yards for White to cover. It sure is, Clack. And not only that, but he's covering their number one receiver. So that was just bad scheme on our part. Killer says Hurts is a different animal. Yes, but I think Todd's good at adjusting to an offense the second time around. And we've had the Eagles' number. We beat them in the playoffs a couple years ago. I think that was Hurts' rookie year. So they're going to want revenge. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. We've had a rivalry going with the Eagles for quite a while. Tampa Born says Luke has had 2 holding penalties and another penalty, 3 at least in both games. Oof. I haven't looked at the penalties, but I do believe you are correct. Oh my gosh, do we have another Donovan Smith on our hands? Hainsey's got a 52.2 PFF at the moment. Mock 49. Oof. Yeah. Fletcher Cox, yeah. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, man, yeah. I think that Mayfield's going to have to do some scrambling. Hopefully, Dave Canales is going to scheme up some stuff to keep him from standing in that pocket. Because I don't think he's going to be able to. Joe says, I think the Bucs will be fired up because the media isn't talking about how good they are playing. I know, right? That's what Kate was saying yesterday. Kate said, if we beat the Eagles, the media is going to say the Eagles played bad. Media just hates the Bucs. White took the wrong gap, MH. Wouldn't be the first time with him. I'm so far behind, though, I can't go back and look at it. I'm behind on the chat. All right, let's look at a play. Let's find a play and look at it. We've got Chase McLaughlin field goal. We already did that. Penalty on Tristan Wirfs. False start. Rashad White. Boom, boom, boom. Pass deep middle to Chris Godwin. 24 yards. Let's check that out. Let's check that out. This is a 24-yarder to Godwin. Where's he at? Bottom. He's at the bottom. All right. That's Godwin. Kind of a dangerous throw, too, but that was a nice little cut by Godwin there. He just, whoop. That is some tight throwing, man. That's scary to me. Well, that's good. Good anticipation for sure. Threw it right on the button, too. You see that goblet? It just fell right in his arms. He didn't have to jump for it or nothing. Mayfield has really impressed me. I am not going to lie. I did not expect him to be playing this good. We saw it in the preseason, but, I was like, well, look at Hainsey had another rough time there. Goodness. He got pushed right back into Mayfield's lap. But Mayfield has been making great decisions. His escapability has been incredible. His accuracy has been good. His decision-making has been top-notch. And he's so damn quick with his... Yeah, see. Hainsey gets pushed right back. Like when he's doing the bootlegs and the defensive end is right in his face, he can go from running to getting his platform and throwing like really quick. It's I don't know if it's the quickest I've ever seen, but it's dang close at how fast he can just change what he's doing. He's deceptively quick. So that was a little bit of a scary pass there, but it was very, very good. Good anticipation, good, excellent. What's the word I'm looking for? Targeting. It was right on point. Okay, let's look at this blocked field goal. Accuracy. That's the word I was looking at. Okay, so if I recall correctly, it's School right here. School and Filer? No, that's not Filer, is it? Right up in here. I could have swore this was going to come from the left end right here. I'm worried about Cokeefe's blocking technique over there, but we get it right here. So who is that? It's School and Gedeke. Okay. Who screws up there? Man. I'm going to have to say School. I mean, he steps out to the right, leaving a gap there. He ain't supposed to do that, are you? That would be my guess. I wonder if that's a tendency they saw with him. Or does he just get knocked back by 55? Right here. Don't know. We're going to have to keep an eye on that going forward. Okay. Joe says, I think the Bucs will be fired up because the media isn't talking about how good they are playing. Yes. We took trap game Eagles. Yeah. That'd be so nice. Could you imagine how crazy that'd be if we beat the Eagles? Al says, Hurts isn't exactly looking that special, so Eagles can't think this is going to be a cakewalk. Al, I have not been impressed with the Eagles. I can't understand why they've been so good. Like I said, the only thing I can understand is that everybody's above average. They don't have a lot of weakness. I mean, they've got good players, but nothing. Let's see, nothing where you not like superstars. Okay. He could have thrown it deep, but I think he was under pressure immediately. This receiver was doing the mailbox, but that would have been a tight throw. Let's see. What was this pressure here? Shaq Barrett just whoops 58. Let's watch it again. That 58 was bad. I remember we talked about him in the all-22. Week 1. Now, see how Shaq is playing on the left side in this game? Last week they had him playing on the right side. It's so weird. It's embarrassing. I mean, Shaq really didn't do a whole lot there. He just looks like 58 kind of got confused by the running back, thinking the running back was going to help him. Or no, 85. He thought 85 was going to help, or 85 got in the way or something. And then, who is this up here that just gets thrown to the ground? God, today is the worst day. Squares. I want a square. Don't want a circle. Hey, I could do a circle. Here we go. Right here. He gets thrown to the ground. I'm way behind in chat. Oh, he gets taken. That's Logan. Logan Hall gets taken down. He's beating the lineman, and the lineman pulls him down. Sneaky bastards. Look, you see, 62 was grabbed him from behind and pulled him down with him. Hey, if you're going to go down, take him down with you. Okay, let me catch up with this chat. Have to put the ball in the air again against the Eagles. Woo, that's going to be tough, man. That's going to be tough for Mayfield. You know, I don't think our offensive line is going to play well against their defensive line. I'm with Al on that. I think and Mayfield's going to have to get the ball out quick, or you just get outside the pocket. Move that pocket around. Tons of uncalled holding in this one. Yeah, I've noticed that too, Joe. The Cubs were holding this all game. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I get that, though. Well, you know, they shifted a couple years ago. The NFL came out and the ref said that they were going to adjust their holding calls, and they were only going to call holding in certain situations. And offensive linemen have kind of gone crazy with it. We had a couple of games past few years that I was just furious about, where I counted upwards of 30 holdings that didn't get called. Man, I'll tell you what, Shaq he's just a beast, man. There he is. He splits this double team. Man, I got another square going on here. Okay. So he splits this double team and fights through it. Come on. Gives about 70 right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. He's still. Oh, and they called a holding penalty. It was declined. This is the one where I thought Shaq got the sack, but it didn't. They gave it to Tryon, I think. I thought they were going to give it to Shaq. But I guess Fields gets away from him there. Shaq pointing at the flag. They held him too. They double teamed him, held him, and he still got to the quarterback. It's just silly. That's grown man football right there. Okay, MH says, bad defenses hold and refs have to let some go to play the game. Yes. Nate says, we get them over rushing on the edge, and we can gash them down the middle with the run. We're going to watch some all-22 on the Eagles later in the week. I want to really do some good breakdown on it and see what we could see. But you're probably right, Nate. Killer says, do you think we add another running back or we stay since the Chase injury? Oh, man, that's a tough one. You know, there's reports that we were talking to Cam Akers today. So apparently we're looking. Bowles did say that they were just going to roll with what we got. But he said that yesterday. And then, look at that. Mike Evans is such a dog. Oh, man. Hold up. I think I've got that pulled up here where, yes, I got to show this to you. Okay, here it is. It's, dang it. Come on. All right. Top fastest ball carriers. Next gen stats, right? It's called. Oh, yeah, okay. So here we go. This is the top 20 on the year so far. Mike Evans is down here. Oh, you can't see because Mike Evans is 19th. He's down here. He got up to 20.68 miles per hour on that run. That's hilarious. It just cracks me up. But he's number one in this category here. Incredible yak. Look at this. Bam. Mike Evans, number one. He was supposed to get 8 yards of yak. He got 42. So, he's a winner, y'all. That was a great game by Mike. But look at this push off. He just throws this cornerback to the ground. He does this so much. Right there. He just knocked him out of the way. That's what makes him so great. Every time they throw a flag, I think, you know, it's a 50-50 chance that it's on Mike Evans. You know, for offensive pass interference. And then look at that juke. He's got these 3 guys running after him. They look slow. Good Lord. Mike was gassed. That was a really good read by Mayfield, though. I mean, he threw that ball before Mike Evans knocked the guy to the ground. All right. Ooh, oh, man. Do you see that shot? Whoa. That was straight to the helmet. 22 comes in. Right here. And he just clobbers Mayfield. I mean, you see Mayfield's head snap back. Whoa. Oh, these refs suck. How in the world do you miss that call? Wow. Dang. I'm surprised Mayfield didn't get a bloody lip on that one. Got to give love to the cheerleaders. Woohoo! Look, she's happy. The rest of them are just kind of standing there. That was a big play. Y'all should be jumping up and down and stuff. Okay. I am so far behind. Baker is so good at extending plays, Killer says. Yes, he is. Phenomenal. I tell you, I have been so impressed with him. You know, and I didn't start off impressed with him. I was not happy we got him. I mean, I wasn't thrilled. Let's put it that way. Godwin runs some crisp routes. Yes, that was a nice. I like that little cut he did there. Clack says, I want to see extra O lineman on next game like we used last season. Yeah, no, right? Yeah, get the Get the big boys out there, stack them up 6, 7 deep, the jumbo package. We did sign a guard, Logan Stenberg, today he was a 2020 Lions 4th round pick. I don't know a thing about him, but we signed him to the practice squad. Joe says Baker doesn't need a lot of time to make plays. He is playing very quick. 41 was open. Patriots blocked kick was pretty impressive. It really was. And that was the one thing. Watching Patriots game film, there's always at least one, normally 2 plays that I've never seen before. Belichick really likes to draw up weird plays. And I don't know how much he has to do with it, but going back as far as I could go back, there's always at least 1 or 2 plays a game that you've never seen before. And that blocked punt was special. I think you're going to start seeing that a lot in the league. Al says, I think this week Eagles aren't going to sleep on Mike. They're going to double Mike more. It wouldn't surprise me if Godwin has a 100-plus yard day. That's a good point. Good point. I hope not, though, because I've got Mike Evans in my fantasy. Let's look at this touchdown, see what we can see. Nice run by Rashad. Gives a little bit of help from Filer, Fofummer. What is Cody Mock doing there? I don't understand that. He's blocking. Okay, he goes out, second level. He kind of goes to 53, and then he turns and goes after 49, looks like. Yeah, that was weird. He lets 53 go. It was very strange. What is going on with, who is that? Is that Hainsey? Yeah, of course. No. All right. Let me see. They overloaded that side on block field goal. Too many to block. It did look that way. They did it on this one, too. You see it right there? Yep. They seen a weakness over there. Look at that. They got everybody stacked up on this side. Didn't get it this time, though. Man, am I that far behind on the chat? We're still talking about the block punt. MH says, I thought Cleveland made a mistake moving on. I felt that way too. You know, and then picked up Deshaun Watson, who I never really impressed with Deshaun Watson. But I thought maybe they saw something I didn't. I mean, I hadn't put a lot of study into Deshaun Watson, but if the Vikings O-line can handle the Eagles D-line, why can't we? Yeah, and the Vikings O-line played without 2 starters. Kirk Cousins is surprisingly mobile. I did not realize that. I mean, we've played him how many times? 3 times now. And I'm just now realizing that he's mobile. Joe says we really missed Shaq last year. Yes, we really did. Last year was just, this was like after week 5 or 6, I think it was. Something happened. Don't know what it was. But our team just kind of quit. Bill Mage says, could see the best and worst play of Baker this week. Ben, don't break. It might have been Shaq getting hurt that did it. I don't know. But our team just kind of lost all oomph right around week 5 or 6. Joe says, I remember we used to get penalties every time we got more than 10 yards. I thought the flag was tied to the ball. Yeah, anytime we got 10 yards, you expect that. But that's kind of modern NFL anymore. Anytime there's a play, you look around for a flag. That was just a bad decision, Fields. Come on now. There's only one word to describe this game. Yeah. Todd Bowles. Space Window, what's up, man? Clack. Don't need Akers, huh? I agree. I think we're all right. I think we'll be good. I mean, I'm so far behind. Al says, that reminds me of when I was young. I picked a pass off on the left side of the hash, and I couldn't turn the corner upfield on the wide receiver. Instead, I ran all the way across the field just like Mike. Sad. That's funny. Yeah, but the guys chasing him didn't look fast either. I think he just gave out. He just run out of steam. All right, I'm looking for another play. Another good play. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's look at this 29-yard run by Rashawn Johnson. Want to pay like Cup. Oh, that's not what we want. Here we go. I'll get banned. Copyright strike. Oof. Holy crap. What in the world? Who was that came across and just fell down? That's Neil. Neil comes flying across and just falls. Oh, no, he got chipped. All right. Man. That was an ugly hole. Let's look at this again. Levante. Now, see, normally Levante does not do this. He got taken down by a block. And Neil gets wiped out. Who was that on the outside getting blocked by 84? That's Tryon getting blocked by a tight end? Come on now. 10 gets him and then 84 gets him. And then what's he doing? Didn't like that defense either. One pay like Cup, better run like Cup. Oh my gosh. Al Bundy says 232 snaps, 228 snaps in 2020. PFA rating in 2022 was 39.3. Logan Steinberg isn't very good. Ew, yeah. Deshaun Watson was amazing on the Texans. Was he, Eddie? I didn't watch a lot of Texans games, but I didn't. When I did watch him, I wasn't impressed. But I don't think I ever watched any all 22 of him. You MK in the house, by late, spam the like button. There you are. You got to stop coming in late, man. Leaving early. MH says, I wasn't over the moon for Baker, but decent quarterback play is hard to find. New quarterbacks don't sit to learn the system. They just kicked out of the league after performing bad. Yeah, it is a new league, man. Oh, gosh, I did not realize how far behind I was. Okay. Baker got to use his checkdowns more this game. Quick passes and try not to extend too many plays. Be honest with you, Clack. I mean, that sounds as good as a game plan as any as far as I've got. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have to watch that Philadelphia all-22 before. MK's feeling great. His teeth are back. Killer says, looking forward to Palmer and Garrett making some big plays against the Eagles. Man, I hope so. Lawrence Lowe, let's get it. What's up? Al says, I liked Baker's signing, not because he was great, but because he had potential if he chilled on his poor decisions. Yeah, see, that was the thing that scared me. I mean, I was terrified looking at some of his all-22. He just reminded me so much of Jameis Winston. You know, he'd get frazzled, and then the rest of the game he was throwing horrible passes. We could sign him for $5 million. He wanted to start, and we were looking for a cheap quarterback. Yeah, it worked out good for us. I remember at the time one of the sites predicted he was worth $13 million, and we got him for $4 million. Dang. $13 million, huh? Yeah, we really got him cheap. MK says, recently you had 1.78 subscribers, and now I'm at 1.8. Sweet. That's what the like button does. Smash that like button. Oh, Zach, we are just kind of going through this crappy all-22. The American version hasn't come out yet, so I'm having to use this European version that I can't rewind. And it's really aggravating to me. So we're just kind of just shooting the crap and hitting some big plays and looking at stuff. But this is not a serious breakdown. We're going to have to save that for more when the American version of the all-22 comes out. Okay, let's look at these sacks. Vita gets a sack. Big boy Vita. Let's see what happens here. Oh, Fields took way too long. Oh, my gosh. Look what he's got downfield. What the world is he doing? Okay, he's got the check down. Yeah, you got that. This guy's standing over here with his arms out going, dude, I'm open. This guy's wide open. And this guy's wide open too. Why are they both standing next to each other? Man, that's kind of scary that the Bucs let, what do we got, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys wide open? You can make an argument that Dean's baiting him, but wow, why does he not throw this? Why did he not throw that? Oh, my gosh. And then he just runs right into Vita. Wow. Now, see right there, that's a case of you beating yourself. We didn't beat him there. He gave us that sack. Why does he not throw this? Wow, that was bad. Look at this. Vita's getting double teamed. He's not getting any penetration, but yet he gets the sack because Fields runs it right into him. Oh, he did break free from him. That was nice. Dang, man, that's bad quarterback play right there. You got 4 guys open down the field. You end up getting a sack. Woo! Zach says that our coaches have made Baker better. That could possibly be true, and I would not be upset to find that out. I'm working and driving a UPS truck. My bad. Oh, Zach, you getting that pay raise? I read about that in the news, man. They said y'all were going to get like $170,000 a year or something. Is that just the media talking crap? So D. Watson was like top 4 or 3 quarterback in his Texans prime years. Damn, y'all coming down hard on me about Deshaun Watson. I just remember when Cleveland paid all that money for him, I was like, that just something don't feel right about that. did we miss another sack? 224. I'm missing a sack here. Here we go. But like I said, I'm going to use the excuse that I never looked at any all-22 on him. Maybe. And who watches the Texans anyhow? Oh, man. What is he doing? Fields is holding this ball forever. And he's got another guy open right here. What is going on? Is he trying to throw this game? Two, three, 4, 5. So that's a 6-second sack. There's no excuse for that whatsoever. Let me see. Real quick. I want to see if there's anybody else that he could have hit. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, man. Come on. You've got two guys open, and he's looking. I think he's looking deep here, but you can't not see this guy. Wow. He did have Will Fuller. Where is he? Prime D-Hop. Yeah, that was a big one. And Brandon Cooks. Yeah. Michael, what's up? Just got here. My take on Justin is they're trying to make him into a pocket passer. I could be wrong, but his body language tells me he's pissed off that they're handcuffing him. That's a good point. I think you're right. Because this is the second week in a row they didn't have any design run plays. And I talked about that in week 1 when we watched that all-22. And now I had my back on this. Last year, they had Vita. They had a lot of designed run plays for Fields. This year, none. I mean, none. And they're trying to make him a pocket passer, but he's not a pocket passer. He can't read the field, I don't think. James Winston had that problem too. But Winston can read it a lot better than Fields. Look at Vita here. He's such a big guy, man. He gets tripled basically and still gets through. Boom, boom. Oh, man. That's just ugly football. 49 coming 58 is just not good. 49 just beats him all day long. 91 getting held by 70. Oh, this is just ugly football. Look at this. Half Nelson, anybody? Man. Yes, I agree with you, Michael, though. I think you are correct. I had made the comment that Fields is a running back who just happens to play quarterback. And I think you're right. I think they got him trying to make him be a pocket passer, and he is not happy about it. Killer says, this offense is only going to get better. Needs more time to get Redbone. We had to score left a lot of points on the field. I hope you are correct. They've surprised me. I didn't expect us to be this good offensively. We almost got there on that one. Looks like we did the same thing. Yeah, look, we did the same thing. I love it when coaches do this. Sean Payton used to do this to us all the time. He would run our plays, and we're overloading the exact same side and everything. We almost get to him, too. Ugh. Brandon Cooks, number 2 in Dallas, has been hurt. Bad signing for Dallas so far. Michael says, come on, man, holding the ball for 5 seconds. I know, right? When you've got guys open downfield. Oh, Al, I didn't even see the left tackle pulling. They did that more than once? Man. Yeah, you remember we were watching the week 1 all 22 and the play calling was horrible. Oh, it was the guard. Okay. Fields was staring down the one wide receiver. Yeah. And then didn't even throw it. Fields doesn't scan the field. Huh. We should watch his head. Mike Evans looked like young Mike Evans on Sunday. We need that version of Mike on Monday night. Hit the like button, guys. Yes, MK, but we're thinking that they're going to try and lock Mike down and Godwin's going to get all the yards. But can you lock Mike down? I don't think so. He will take a double team. Just throw it up. He'll catch it. Let's find another play. Here we go. Baker Mayfield to Trey Palmer for 20 yards. Michael says, Fields don't want to be here. What you think? Look at that. Man. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely something wrong there. Look at that anticipation. That is beautiful. There's definitely something going on in Chicago. And it's not good. The play designs are crappy. Fields, either he doesn't know what he's doing. Maybe he wants out. Maybe they're tanking. I don't know. But there's something going on. I don't think Fields is very happy. Look at that. He threw that before Palmer even rounded his coverage. Look at this. The ball's in the air already. That's sweet, man. That's the kind of crap you want to see. Look at him playing cover 2, trying to knock the top off. Ain't gonna work, buddies. That is beautiful. I wouldn't say perfect accuracy, but damn near. You had to reach up for it a little bit and slow down. But still, I like that anticipation. You could beat just about any defense in the world. You get your anticipation right like that. Al says, I heard UPS truck drivers get paid $100,000 a year. Don't know if it's true. Yeah, where's our update on how much we're making? $170,000 a year. We will have to work 6 days a week and 60 hours a week if they want us to have near that. Zach, are you serious? You know, the media was telling me you guys won the labor talks and got yourself $170,000 a year. All of you, just for no reason, just giving it to you. But you got to work 6 days a week, 60 hours a week to earn that. That's like overtime and everything, yeah. Okay, we got another sack here. 12:59. Look at that. Where is it? Anthony Jones, false start. If y'all can think of a play you want to look at. Oh, hold on. Let's look at this touchdown. Whoa. Again. Beautiful. Yep. This was a 3rd and 14? 3rd and 3. Okay. Why was Chicago set so deep? This is 3rd and 3. No, it's 3rd and 14. They're wrong on their thing here. Beautiful play. Again, not the most accurate. Mike had to slow down a little bit and turn around, but it was where it needed to be. Guys, keep your wife and daughters away from Deshaun Watson. That was so funny. He's doing all that massage stuff, right? Then the massage convention, national massage convention was in Ohio right after he signed. Oh man, this dude breaks through. It's another thing about Mayfield, man. He stands in there and takes those hits. I can't believe they did not call a penalty on that hit to the helmet. 91 gets through Feeler and Hainsey there. Gets Mayfield's feet. He couldn't step into it. That's why that pass wasn't a few yards deeper. I think he is right, too, because I don't see any RPOs with Fields. Yeah, none. I mean, what are they trying to do? This is weird. Baker keeps having a good year. Might be a bidding war. Baker set himself up for a big contract year. Man, I hope not. Hope he decides that he wants to stay with us and not ask for a crap ton of money. Bears coaching staff is terrible. Yes, I agree with that, Zachary. They are not good. And you've got one of the best running quarterbacks in the league, and you're going to have him be a pocket passer. Well, we do not know all the ins and outs, but that's what it sounds like with me. Bears were without their defensive coordinator. Yeah, wasn't the head coach calling the defensive plays? We broke the streak of ex-kickers beating us, yeah. Palmer will go off in Eagles game. That might be something to look out for. Because they try to shut down Evans and Godwin. That'll leave Palmer to do something. Zach says, is James Bradbury going to be playing or does he still have a concussion? Do not know. Do not know. MK says Mike's been double teamed the majority of his career. They're silly to keep him double teamed all night long. No, Chris Godwin could do almost just as much, yeah. So Fields runs again here, but this wasn't a designed run, right? Oh, bad snap. I think this was a design run. Might have been. It's a bad snap, though. And they just don't block our guys, or they can't block our guys. One of the two. 54. Look at Levante. And Izzy coming in. Dean coming in. Yeah. We making the Bears look silly. Fields shouldn't complain about being on the Bears. Very few teams have an opening for a starter, and even fewer teams would want him on their team. Yeah, after the game film he's been putting out, I don't think too many teams are going to be lined up to sign him. But, you know, I've seen teams do some silly crap. Looking at you, Carolina, with Sam Darnold. Oh, so, Zach, you're saying the media was blowing it up, huh? They weren't telling the truth? Come on now. Those people never lie. All right, let's see. What do we got? 12:59. Here we go. That's fine. I can't find it. I'm having a tough time with this stuff today. Almost didn't do a live stream because I couldn't get the right all 22. Oh, so man, we get so screwed as Americans. We get screwed in every way. You know, we got to pay the pharmacy stuff. You know, we pay outlandish prices for our pharmacy. Everybody else in the rest of the world gets it for $2 a pill. We're paying $3,000 a pill or some crap. We get, you know, we're having to pay $500-$600 a year to watch NFL. The rest of the world gets to watch it for $25. They get everything before we do. It's just ridiculous, man. I get so aggravated with this stuff. Tell us the juicy secrets, Jarvis. No news on Bradbury or Blankenship. Okay. Bucs have acquired about acres, so have Raiders. Yeah, okay. I thought you were going to say Bucs have got acres. Yeah, which is funny because the Bolts said yesterday that we were not going to go after any other quarterback or running backs. He said we were going to go with what we got. Look at that. Just drop that pass. Let me watch this again. Right to his arms. He alligatored that one, didn't he? He seems happy with the Bucs, not about the money but for the game. He went to Carolina for no money, really. Yeah, that's true. And he got caught in a really bad situation over there in Carolina. I felt bad for him. You know, but then he did good when he went to the Rams. For that one game, anyhow. But he seems to be a baller. You know, he likes to play football. I was listening to him on that podcast, and he was saying, look, you know, he was like, us football players, I got to remember we're playing a sport that most people would die to do for a living. He's like, he's thankful every day he gets the opportunity. And that's cool, you know. It's hard to be grateful. Gratitude is a burden. He took a pay cut to play for Carolina. He really wants to start. That's why I had a good feeling we could sign him for cheap and probably re-sign him for cheap. I hope so. Yeah, MH, we were talking about that Logan Stenberg, and Al brought up the PFF stats on him, and they were not great. So he's just a guy right now. Practice squad material. Injury backup. Yeah, who knows if we'll even keep him. We got rid of Machin to get this guy. Zion looked like he's playing more without thinking too much. Going to need him to keep playing great with Davis being out. Yeah, Killer. He almost had that interception. It was just actually a pretty good play by that Chicago tight end. I think it was a tight end, wasn't it? Wide receiver. To knock that ball out. I thought he had it, but I like the Zion. He's so up and down, you know. He's going to give you a spectacular play, and then he's going to give you a crappy play. But it seems like he's shoring up his crappy plays, which is exactly what you want to happen, and keeping his spectacular plays. Keep the likes going, guys. Let's get some subscriptions, too. Got to keep MK happy. He's counting our likes and our subscriptions. What's up, Mr. Determined? Mr. Determined put whooping on Denver on Christmas, too. Yeah, guys, I apologize for this all 22, this crappy all 22, but we'll do better tomorrow. We'll have the real all 22. We'll be able to analyze it and rewind it and all that good stuff. See, this is what I get. I want to get the really good all 22 that Kurt Warner gets. That's the stuff. You know, it's got the breakdown, like up top. It'll say what the formations are, the down and distance and all that. It's got a little band up top that says that. I don't know if he pays somebody to do it or whatever. They used to have the all-22 where in between each play, they showed the down and distance and the time. They would show the clock from the stadium. And I loved that. Then they stopped doing it now. I can't find that off 22. If anybody knows where that's at, let me know. Little Big, what's up? I think Bucs have a chance against the Eagles after seeing how we've been playing. Yeah, we pretty much everybody in here except MH. Well, I'm going to give you crap about that, MH. MH is the only one that's picked the Eagles to win. He said 24-27 Eagles. Everybody else has pretty much picked the Bucs. We are encouraged by what we're seeing on the field. Eagles are going to be tough, though, man. This is not... Ooh, that was Vita that knocked that down. Big boy Vita getting his 6-inch vertical on. He didn't even jump there. His feet were dragging. You can see the dust getting kicked up. He didn't even try to jump. It's hilarious. That's pretty sad when Vita Vea is knocking your ball down. Nothing against Vita, but this was the sideline. God, even the film work is horrible here. Wait a minute. Did he hit Vita? Did Vita do that, or did he hit the back of his own player's helmet? It looks... He hit the back of his offensive lineman's helmet. Wow, man. It's just bad football. San Antonio, what's up? There's always a chance. Yes, sir. We believe in the power of positive thinking around here. We are going to do this. LMH is going to the New Year's Eve game. Wife told me today ticket prices are going back up. Are they really? Jesus. Well, congratulations, LMH. Who are we playing on New Year's? This was reversed. And who was he throwing it to? Oh my gosh. Oh, there you go. Now, see, here's where he needs to be throwing it. Right here. Try and land that in right here. It's going to be tough, though. All depends on what this guy would be doing. Yeah, I can see why he'd hesitate a little bit on this play, but he throws it. Oh, he's got somebody on his back while he's doing that. Okay, let me see. Who is it that comes in? White? Oh, yeah. White comes in untouched. He runs right by 65. What is 65 doing? Let's see. Does 65 get distracted by bright lights? Oh, 24. That was 24's job. 24, what are you doing? .24 doesn't even see White coming, I assume. Yeah, yep. That was actually very, very cool by White. He comes running up like he's going on one side, but you can see the running back watching him. And White acts like he's going this way, but then at the last second, he goes, boop. That was smooth. I like that. Devin. Look at that. And these two are looking, going, Oh, crap. We're going to get chewed out so bad for this one. That Devin White is so fast. What's up, Amazement? Dang, where you been? Al hasn't given his prediction yet because he's going to wait for the injury report. See, that's smart. Not saying everybody else is not smart. Yep, San Antonio, Gato. Any given Sunday, man. And we're balling out there. I mean, we are not making huge mistakes. We're not beating ourselves. And that's the worst football in the world is when you beat yourself. We have had issue with Hainsey in the center. Dean had a tough game on this one that we've seen. We haven't really analyzed, but watching the broadcast, it looked like Dean did. Last week, it was Ryan Neal. And Hainsey had a tough time last week too, but it's definitely nothing that's we can't overcome. I think we could definitely beat the Eagles. Al says, did you guys, was the 33rd team video on how to make CD open? It was very good if you like play breakdown videos. Oh, the 33rd. Yes, 33rd team. Now I have to watch that. Yeah, they do great stuff. I'm surprised at all the big names they got, and they have like fewer subscribers than I do, I think. Yeah, MH, if you get a chance, go watch that 33rd team videos. They're all pretty good. I'm trying to catch up on everybody here. See, I can't even let this all-22 play out because I have to hit each play. Jaguars. We're playing the Jaguars on New Year's Eve. Cool. It should be a good victory. There's that play, Izzy. You know, I talked about how it wasn't that hot in Tampa Sunday. Apparently it was. Apparently it was very hot, but you can see these guys. Tampa had this too. I was just going by, 89 degrees in Tampa. That's not that hot usually. And the humidity, I think, was under 50%, if I recall. So I was like, that's nothing for Tampa. Baker for Player of the Year. Come back. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Does he qualify? Oh, man, look at all that holding. Oh, that's so annoying. Look at 31 gets held. 90's getting held here. You can't see it that good, but 31 definitely gets held. Right there. You know 90's getting held. You just know it. These refs sucked. Amazement says we get to show the world we're better than they think on Monday Night Football. Yes, sir. We're making a statement Monday night. It's going to be at Raymond James, so fans got to be loud. Got to be loud. We cannot let the Eagles be loud in that stadium. Crazy how people are talking Fields more than how the Bucs won. All right, that's what Kate was saying last night. It's like when we win, it's always how the other team played bad. It's never how good the Bucs are. All the pressure will really be on the Eagles. They will be caught out by the media for losing the Bucs. Yes. You are correct. And they got to come to our house. But Kate was saying last night, saying Anto Gato, that if we beat the Eagles, everybody's going to say it's because the Eagles played bad. It's never that the Bucs are good. Steven, hey, what's up, man? Bears offense is trash. Yes, they are. We do not know what's going on with them, but they are bad. We have come to the conclusion that Justin Fields is pissed because he doesn't want to be a pocket passer, and they're trying to do it. They're trying to force him to be a pocket passer. Game will be closer than folks think. I think so. Love the way this team is playing so far. I agree, Amazement. I am so excited. You know, I got excited in week 3. Y'all were here for it in the preseason game because I was like, wow, man, they look like they're ready to play. And they've just carried it on. They have not let me down. It's actually been much better than I expected, especially on offense. Why do we have our first-string defense out here? We were expecting a block, or we were expecting a fake punt here. Yeah, so we got our first-string guys out there. I see Vita and White. So we thought they might try a fake, and this is 4th and 10. MK says, it seems like the people don't want me to get that Luke Gedeke jersey. Maybe 40 likes for a Mike Alstott jersey. Now we're gonna get you that Gedeke jersey, man. It's a long season. We'll get there. I predict you'll get 67 likes by mid-season. Now, was this that triple option? I think we talked about this play. Boom, option 1. Okay, yep. Option 2 and yep. Triple option. Man, you just don't see this much. We haven't seen the Buccaneers ever do this, I don't think. That's pretty. So he's reading the defensive end there coming inside. Boom. He sees the defensive end. Wide open tight end. Defensive end chasing him. If the defensive end would have went with 88, then Mayfield would have run the ball to the outside. Sweet. They cleared that whole side of the field except 20. Is that a safety? Okay. So it would have been nice if we could have cleared these two guys. We tried. Huh. You know, I bet on this option he had the third option. Well, hell, it might have been a quadruple option if you can say that. But I bet the third option was Godwin. Baker would have come out and dang it. And thrown it to 14 if these guys would have came after him. That's what I'm thinking. Triple option. Gotta love it. It's always fun football to watch crap like that. Yeah, tomorrow we'll have the good all-22. It's probably out by now. I looked right before I went online and it wasn't. I was not happy. Not a happy camper. Hurts also had issues not looking good and too many sacks, so they have their issues too. You know, Al, like I said, I'll keep saying it. I'm just not impressed with the Philadelphia Eagles, and I can't figure out why they're so good. The only thing I can figure out is that they just don't make a lot of mistakes, maybe. And, you know, they're all better than average. It's like across the board. Don't know, man. It's kind of how I feel about the Jets. You know, the Jets are they just don't make a lot of mistakes, except for their quarterback. God. I really thought that guy was going to do much better last year, but. You know, and that's a huge thing in football. Is not so much you making plays, is just don't make mistakes. You know, football is so much about mistakes. The good quarterbacks can see when the defense makes mistakes and capitalize on it. Because, you could sit here and break down the mistakes in the secondary, and there's usually quite a bit. Usually quite a bit. And the quarterbacks that can read that, that's who he goes for. But I think he had this deep out there. And the Jets play very, very sound football. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Been to Ray J many, many times. First game as a fan. Oh, crap. See? I'm going to get a copyright strike. I have never seen, all the times I've watched the Buccaneers live in their stadium, in different stadiums, I've never seen them win. So I decided years ago I was a curse. And I was going to avoid going to the games until we won a Super Bowl. We won a Super Bowl, and now I'm like, okay, I got to go back to the games. And I just haven't had a chance. We moved last year, and then we got the baby this year. So it's like, But yeah, I was fortunate to see them in the 90s with Allstott and Lynch and Brooks and Sapp and all that. And every time I went, we lost. And then throughout the years, every time I would go, we'd lose. And finally, I was just like, I'm a bad luck charm. Until we win the Super Bowl, I'm not going back to the stadium. Yeah. What I don't even know what is this play? What's going on here? I mean, it's play action. You got two guys going deep. This is a 1st and 10. And then what's Fields doing? He looked like he was booting to the booting to the right. Okay, no, he gets flushed out. Okay. He goes right and then left. So he just had two receivers downfield. That's it. And then, was it a screen? No? Gosh, I don't know what they were trying to do here. Besides get Justin Fields killed. Wow. Okay. Somebody got through down there. Looks like Logan Hall gets penetration. Who is that? I can't tell who that is. He gets thrown down. 90. Oh, that's Gaines. Gets thrown down. Who is this coming through? God, I wish I had to rewind. Nice. Yeah, it's Logan Hall. That was sweet. Is that Logan Hall? I can't see, dude. No. I can't tell who that is. Looks like 98. Yeah, okay, because Logan Hall's over here. So is that Nelson? I'm confused. Anyhow, whoever it is, nice move he puts on 69 here. He busts up this play. Not that I don't think it was going to be much of a play anyhow. Boom. No, it's 96. All right. Okay, I'm behind on the chat again. That's Greg Gaines. So who was it that got pushed down? Who is this? I thought I read 96 on his number. Okay. Now that looks like 92. That does not look. Is that Golston, really? Let me see. Yep, that's Golston. Okay. Wow, Gaines with a nice move. That was quite impressive. Let's watch it again, just for Now that we got it all figured out. Okay. Gaines puts a move on 69 here. Gets by him. Flushes. Fields out. Shoof. And then he was asking for a penalty with the ref. What was that for? Okay. All right, let me catch up with the chat. Surprisingly, not a lot of penalties neither. Some pressure by opposing linemen, but it's fixable. Yeah, amazement. There's been a lot of holding by Chicago in this game that was uncalled. We've caught quite a bit. But yes, the Bucs are not getting a lot of penalties. That's good. Red Bucks, what's up? Always appreciate the Bucs content. Yes, sir. We try to do what we could do. Everything. We would watch Bucs 24/7 around here if we could. Unfortunately, we got families, and sometimes they want us to hang out with them and eat dinner and stuff. Randy is going into the Ring of Honor, and he owned the Eagles. Hopefully that transpires to the game. Oh. Oh, Kate's here. Hey, we were just talking about you, Kate. Talking about how you were saying that if we beat the Eagles, they're going to blame it on the Eagles not being good. We have bad all-22 here, Kate, so we're just kind of jumping around. I can't do any rewinding. I've been complaining about it this whole time. So. We'll have the real stuff tomorrow. This is the international version. So tomorrow we're going to do the real breakdown. So who's going to the Ring of Honor, Little Big? Monday? Okay, says, got to play like we played. Do what we do. Stay strong. Stay faithful. I truly think we can beat them Eagles. I do too. I 100% do. It's like Tryon got taken down there. Yeah, he tried a spin move. Didn't work out too good. Oh, NFC is bad. Really? I thought I said we got, if you're talking about the whole NFC, the NFC, there's 9 teams that are 2-0, and 3 of them are in our division. Dallas, Washington, so that's 5. Then 49ers, 6. So most of the undefeated teams are in the NFC right now. Ilmage says real offenses are in the AFC. I have a screenshot of the subscribers from Wednesday, and it was 1.78. Today it's 1.8. Less than a week, we went up 0.2K subscribers. Sweet, man. It's all because of you, MK. You are the number one hype man. You're doing all the work. I ain't doing nothing. I should promote more, but I wonder, if it gets too crowded in the room, like, I have a hard time keeping up with you guys now. Shaq Thompson done for the season for the Panthers. I know, that was so sad. His offensive lineman threw a Saints guy right on his leg, broke his leg. Of course, they didn't show it on the broadcast because they think we're a bunch of infants and we shouldn't see injuries or something. It's like the whole Nick Chubb thing. We talked about that at the beginning of the live stream. That I don't know what's going on with America. They're treating us like babies. They didn't show the Nick Chubb injury, but the UK did. And that's where everybody got the clips from. That's from the UK, not from America. The ESPN would not show either injury, the Nick Chubb or the Shaq Thompson one. That's really going to hurt the Panthers, though, because he's one of their best players. Him and 49, Jude, Lulu, whatever his name is. Okay, says, luckily we don't have to worry about the AFC too much until we are in the Super Bowl. See, that's the power of positive thinking right there. Yeah, the Eagles' D had 70 sacks last year. Bucs had 45. Yeah, they were like 15, 20 sacks ahead of everybody. But, you know, the thing of it is that when I look at the Eagles, I don't see, like, spectacular playmakers, if that makes sense. You know, it's kind of like they're just grinding it out. You know, it's like they're not making mistakes, and they're just grinding you down. Something. But when I watch all-22, I'm just like, there's nothing special that I'm seeing. They just aren't making mistakes. Camarda's becoming a favorite of mine, too. He's been so clutch for us doing things that don't show up in stat sheets. That's true, man. It's one of the videos I wanted to make up there in the off-season is how good he is. He's a secret weapon that I don't think the NFL is paying attention to. MK asks, what kind of music are you into? If you're talking to me, I would say, I'll give the standard answer. Well, you know, I prefer all types, but I'm a musician. Used to play in bands, so rock, number one. Big into Pink Floyd growing up. I love grunge. Grunge, the 90s, that grunge period was just, I think it was the...
This is a reminder.
Amazon. I think it was a very special time in music. Very passionate, something we're lacking right now. I like a little bit of country. I like some of the newer country that I'm hearing. I really try to listen to all the new stuff. I really don't like pop, which sucks because my daughter is really into Michael Jackson, and of course he's the king of pop. But, you know, and pop has just dominated the music industry for a long time now, quite a few years. So I don't listen to a lot of the standard stuff anymore. You know, I like digging deep, trying to find good music. Been listening to a lot of Five Finger Death Punch lately. Somebody said that the Bucs would be practice for the Eagles, but it's more like the Vikings and Bears were practice for the Bucs to be ready for the Eagles. The Eagles made pretty good work out of the Vikings, too. If you go by football math, you know, the Eagles beat the Vikings, we beat the Vikings, so therefore the Bucs and the Eagles should be a good match for each other. That's football math. Young Hustler, what's up? I think the Buccaneers will be better with Cam Akers. Trade Keyshawn Vaughn. That's a good point. And late draft pick, like 6th round pick, and make Akers second string and make Sean Yucker third down pass catching back. Yeah. That's I could go with that, Young Hustler. That sounds like a good plan. Keyshawn, wait, he's been a healthy scratch, right? Ever since he didn't show up for practice that day. Bigger threat to us in division, Saints or Falcons? After watching the Saints last night, I'm going to say the Falcons. But, you know, it might just have been an off game for the Saints. You know, I still think the Saints are a threat. Kate says Falcons easily. Same thing I said. Yeah, Saints looked terrible last night. I know. As bad as the Panthers were playing and the Saints didn't just curb stomp them. Al likes top 40. You and Molly would get along great. That's like all she listens to is top 40. I've tried ever since we've been together to get her into alternative music, and she says, man, she likes her pop. Bijan looks good so far. Yeah. Not afraid of Ritter. Yeah, exactly. But Bijan, he's good. Algiers good. And then they got Cordell Patterson, who's, you know, he's just, I think he was a healthy scratch last week. That's pretty bad when you're not even playing him, and he's a weapon. Eagles are a grind team. Hurts has turned into a pocket passer that can run when in tight spots. Yeah. The first year he was much more of a runner, and it didn't work out too great for him, I don't think. He's a little bit better of a pocket passer now, and that makes him much more dangerous. I think that's why they've gotten as good as they've got. But yeah, it seems like they are. They're just a grind team. Al's never even heard of Five-Finger Death Punch. Yeah. Well, you can tell by the name they're not ready or friendly all the time. Kate said the Vikings came close. I really felt like the score was a lot closer than what we saw on the field. I think the Eagles really had their number. If they hadn't had that fumble that turned into a touchback at the 1, yeah. Oh, you think they will? Football math says we beat the Vikings better. Gotta love that football math. Al Bundy. But Edmonds is injured. So Vaughn won't be a scratch if we don't get Akers. Yeah. That's right. Don't we have on the practice squad, we've got we got that guy that I liked in the preseason. Y'all will probably call Patrick Laird. Yeah, we got Patrick Laird. So we can do it. Ask Molly if she likes Dua Lipa. I like that levitating song. Yes, she does. Yeah, if it's in the top 40, Molly listens to it. She likes it. Oh, she's not as much of a music person as I am. To her, it's kind of like just background. Derek Carr isn't that good. Saints will be an easy win. All right, Mr. Determined. I like that. He sure didn't look good last night. What did I think of Zion on Sunday? I haven't seen the film. We've just but just watched him on the broadcast. I did not see any breakdowns like you get from him normally. And that one interception he undercut was nice. I really wish he would have got it. They overturned it. I mean, it was the correct call. But I think Zion's making a statement. Laird, yeah. I knew I shouldn't have even looked it up. I should have just waited 3 seconds. Al would have brought up the name. I want to see what Balls has cooked up for the Philadelphia tush push. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody's figured anything out with that yet, although it's kind of hard to stop. I mean, but we got Vita up there. We'll put our big boys there. And then Devin White. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he's got something cooked up. Because they're going to do it. They do it like 5 times a game. Do you think White hit holes better, or did he look tentative again? I thought he looked much better, like how we spread ball around to getting Otten involved as well. Yeah, I really got the impression, and I want to look at it on all22, but when I saw it, it looked like we had our linebackers, middle linebackers, playing back, kind of spying, really looking out for the run. And I felt Devin did a good job of, focusing. He got beat in coverage a couple times, but he should not have been in coverage a couple of those times. That was just bad play calling there. You get Devin White going up against their number one receiver and DJ Moore, and Devin White is having to run 15 yards just to get to his spot. That was bad. Saints have a run game. Carr doesn't look good. He didn't look good last night. I like the shirt. Thank you. Yes, sir. I've got so many of them. I should wear them during the live streams, but I normally just sit down in whatever I'm wearing for the day, and it's usually a wife beater, because that's what I wear all the time, except when I'm wearing Buccaneer stuff. Eagles has number 2 defense. Huh. That's not good. Who's got number 1? Dallas, probably. Dallas is looking scary good on defense. I wonder if the counter isn't doing the same formation. Just do it like a rugby scrum. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, just get up there, lock arms type deal, and go shoulder to shoulder. Somebody's going to figure something out, though. They got to. I mean, it's weird that nobody's even tried. You know, you see them line up in that tush-push formation. Everybody knows what they're going to do. And then the defense lines up like they normally do. You know, they don't even stack the line of scrimmage. You're like, it's weird. Wonder why it's so automatic for Eagles to get that sneak play. Is it the way they're lined up? Yeah, they got the two, they line up like victory formation. And they've got the 2 guys right beside the quarterback. And when he hikes it, he goes either left or right, and those guys push him behind him. And then generally they'll have another guy come up behind them too. So it's just a combination of doing like Tom Brady does, where he picks the side that's got the least amount of guys, or he picks the gap, and then the Eagles get that 2 or 3 guys pushing on the back of Hurts, and it works, man. I mean, I don't think he's lost one yet. Shout out to the hooligans. Yes. Hooligans. What kind of music you like, MK? Yards allowed, 26th worst in the league. Points allowed, 16th in the league. Is that us or the Cowboys? Need to be solid in stopping Hurts running. You got to admit, we did a really good job stopping Fields running. I mean, we basically shut them down. It will be interesting to see what we can do if we can shut Fields down. That'd be nice. But I mean, unlike Fields, Hurts can hurt you with his arm too. I mean, we got burned here, but it wasn't anything Fields did. Dallas is 18th in yards allowed in the league. Points allowed, their defense is 1. 1 point scored, their offense is 1 as well. Huh. Offenses can't handle Osa and Micah on Dallas D. Yeah. Yeah, they're just destroying people over there. Week 1, I was like, well, we'll see if it was the Giants sucked. And then the Giants and Cardinals play, so you really couldn't tell if the Giants were any good. And there for a while, the Cardinals were beating the crap out of them. And then they came back and won. Talk about battle of the have-nots. Ugh. I know who can't stop it. Who can stop Greg Schiano? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he used to do that. Which I couldn't believe how everybody got so upset about that, man. You know, I grew up, that's how they played football. You never kneeled. There was no kneeling in football. And, you know, guys would, it was actually considered bad sportsmanship to kneel. And, you know, guys would go at it all the way until the last play. And then, you know, Schiano was like, you know, and it made sense because he would only do it when we were down by 1 score, you know. And, you know, they're trying to do it. And now Seattle does it. Nobody complains about it. And we did it against the Rams in the playoffs a couple years ago. And nobody said anything. The media just hated Schiano so much. Could you imagine Vita Vea with a guy pushing behind him? Yeah, get Greg Gaines pushing behind him. be the big train. San Francisco has number 1 defense. I guess it all depends on what category you're looking in. San Francisco's got a monster defense. There's no doubt about that. So, you know, yeah. If you go at yards allowed, Different defenses are number one in that. If you go points scored, different defenses are number one in that. So I don't know how you would figure out who's actually number one defense. It's probably a football math involved in that somehow. I don't know if we stopped Fields running or they overcoached him. It felt like he was told not to run no matter what. That is so funny how everybody's picking up on that, Kate. Somebody brought up, I can't remember who it was, I need to give them credit for it, that they think that Fields is kind of upset because the coaches are not letting him run. They're not designing run plays. They're telling him not to run. They want him to be a pocket passer, and he's not very happy about it. It makes a lot of sense. But I was worried about him running on us, and that was not an issue at all. Al says San Francisco's D is number 3 in points allowed, and their D is number 12 in yards allowed. San Francisco's offense is 3 on points scored? Really? And their offense is 12 in yards gained. Damn. San Francisco sounds pretty deadly. MK, I'm a youngling, 23 years old. Most of my playlist is rap hip-hop, but I'll listen to anything that isn't torture to my ears. I like the hip-hop. I haven't been anymore. I can't really listen to it so much because, it's that it's slower. It's a different type of hip-hop than what I like to listen to. I guess it'd be called gangster rap now, but, it's the kind of more like the mumble rap. It's very strange for me. It's not the rap that I'm used to listening to. It's like country music was really weird for a long time, but it's starting to get its feet back and more that I can listen to it a little bit better now. But the modern day rap hip hop it just doesn't. I don't know what the word is. It doesn't appeal to me, I guess. It's so much different than the hip-hop I grew up on. I just look it up on Pro Football Reference to see the team rankings of points and yards. Pro Football Reference is the best site on the planet. That's what Greg Allman uses. He's got the subscription to StatHeads, which is the paid version of Pro Football Reference. They just need to keep them from getting 4th and 1 or 2 yards. They need to keep them from getting to that point. Yeah. Kate says that's probably why we got cut up on passes at first. We were ready to stop Fields' run, and then we realized he wasn't going to run it and focused on stopping the pass. That's a good point. That is a good point. We're going to look at that, Kate, on all22. Because some of that stuff, they were hitting us with these big passes to DJ Moore on our linebackers who ended up covering them. And that might be because we weren't expecting them to throw the ball as much as they did. I'm going to take a look at that. I bet we were because we were playing the linebackers off the line more than we normally do. Not having them move forward when the ball is snapped. They normally will go forward a little bit. But they weren't doing that, at least in the first half that I saw. MK says, I love a lot more older rap than the mumble rap. I don't want to hear the same 3 words repeat the whole song. I've been told I got an old song. Okay, yeah, so I get you. I'm with you. Yeah, I can't connect with the newer stuff. The newer rap. I'm just not used to hearing these guys like whine, complain about stuff, or pity me. You get a lot of that now, and I'm just like, it just doesn't feel right, man. I'm used to, I'll punch you in the face. We laughed at Mike Evans for not scoring a touchdown, but he ran 70 yards. I know. And then not only did he run 70 yards like down the field, he ran 50 yards across the field. So he actually ran like 120 yards. Probably the longest he's run in a long time. You could tell he was gassed at the end. It was funny. When he caught that ball, I was running in place in the den. I was like, oh, my God. I'm going to run with you. Jelly Roll and the Grand Ole Opry, rock country music. I like Travis Tritt. Big fan of, my mind goes blank. Randy Travis. Horrible to hear what happens to him, but big fan of Randy Travis. That's my style of country. Country went weird there for a while, and I just totally stopped listening anyway. I'm not a big country fan, but I got country artists and a certain style of country music that I really like. I like Southern rock too. You know, I'd like to see that make a comeback. Oh, you got a huge vinyl collection too. Amazing. That's awesome. My son wanted to get into the vinyl, and I was going to buy him a record player and everything, but I don't even know where to get record players at anymore. I'm not going to buy that crap from Walmart and stuff. You know, I want to get him a nice one, but I don't even know where to get one. He really likes the Beatles and Led Zeppelin and stuff like that. I used to have a big record collection, but got rid of all of it when CDs and DVDs came into fashion. That was dumb, silly. Vinyl has actually sold more lately. Record stores were packed whenever I go out there. That's awesome, man. Yeah, you can't beat vinyl. Can't beat a record. Analog is so much better than digital. I'm not a soundy or a sound snob, but there's a soul there that digital just doesn't pack the same wallop to. My favorite piece of Bucs apparel I own. Ooh, that's a tough one. I would have to say it's probably the first jersey I ever got, and it was a Mike Allstott jersey. It's an extra, extra, extra large because that's all I could find. Matter of fact, almost all the jerseys I got until like the mid-2000s are extra larges because they were so hard to find. It was like kind of before the internet. And plus in those days, you wore everything baggy. So it was like, I'll wear extra large. I don't care. But besides that one, I like my Godwin jersey, the black one. It just looks so sharp on me. It's got the little metal things. It looks all fancy and stuff. So this is one I feel like I can wear out in Carolina in Panther territory without getting beat up because they don't recognize it. Yeah, I got a lot of fits. I need to wear them more often. I just listen to radio in my car and YouTube for music at home. Yeah, I listen to YouTube music like constantly. It is my go-to. eBay, Amazon. What's that? Oh, about the record players. I guess. But that's the thing, like with Amazon anymore, buying stuff off Amazon is like kind of like playing Russian roulette. You never know if you're going to get good quality stuff anymore, especially unless you're buying name brand. And I don't know what's good now anymore or whatever. I probably need to look into it. Probably wouldn't be hard to figure out. But we were talking about getting him a record player from Walmart, and I was just like, man, those things. They got to be trash. So I didn't, and then have never followed up with it. The new record players have built-in amps. So all you need is a nice system and or speakers. Huh. You ran with Mike Evans like angels in the outfield. You should have picked them up and tripped everyone else. Oh, I was trying. I was like trying to get those guys to fall down. It's so funny. they looked like they were going slow too. But I knew they were going to catch him. Mike Evans just he could outrun Vita Vea, maybe. And I say maybe. When are we wearing the creamsicles? That is against the Lions, right? Week. It'll be coming up on the banner underneath the thing where it says Bears at Bucs, all 22. It's coming up on there. Detroit game, yeah. Hit that like button. Okay, yes, always. I got a Pooter Brady last Christmas. I wanted Devin White, but he's on a prove-it purchase for me. Yes, I hear you. I'm with you on that one. Show me Devin, then I get it. I just worry. I think that he's going to have a great year this year, and he has been playing good football. But he played good football at the beginning of last year too, and then like right around week 5, that's where everything went to heck with the Buccaneers. And his father got arrested, and then his father ended up dying in custody. Horrible stuff, man. And him and his father were close. And Devin really didn't seem like he recovered from that, but I think this year he's going to play lights out. He's going to have a really good year, and then we're not going to have the money to pay him. He's going to want too much. Oh, I'm an eBay addict. You get good deals on Bucs stuff on eBay. You got a bunch of stuff, man. You just buy paraphernalia or memorabilia. October 15th, that is the creamsicle. Al does not want to sign Devin. He says 20 is too much for an off-ball linebacker, in my opinion. Yeah, I think he's going to have it. Even if he does ball out, he's going to have a tough time getting that. But there will be some team out there that'll have the money and won't mind paying him, I guess. I don't know. I mean, who's the highest paid linebacker right now? I mean, those middle linebackers just do not get paid anymore. I'm going to look real quick and see if I can sort this by position. Okay, here we go. Linebacker, outside linebacker, inside linebacker. Raquan Smith. Oh, okay, so he's getting paid $20 million a year. And then Leonard is getting paid about $20 million a year. Okay, so there are linebackers getting paid $20 million a year. Huh. Fred Warner's getting paid $20 million a year. And then C.J. Mosley, Tremaine Edwards, Devondre Campbell, and then Devin White. It's a big drop-off there from 5th to 6th. Looks like it's going $18 million and then $10 million. And then Devin White was $7 million. Actually, he's getting paid $12 million. What am I looking at here? What is this, AAV? Oh, that's value. Huh. Oh, no, they're not showing me yearly salary here. But anyhow, yeah, there's guys making $20 million. Looks like. That surprises me. Al thinks he's worth 17, 18. Lawrence says Bucs 24, Eagles 21. MH, you are still the lone Eagles picker. I think Al will probably join you on that then. After the injury report comes out. 24-21 Bucs. That's funny because if you would have asked all of us, except maybe MK, because MK come out of the gate strong. He said week 1, he said we're going 12-5. Oh, and somebody else said we're going to go 6-0. Who was that? Was that you, MH? But yeah, no, if we would have all been asked if we were going to beat the Eagles in week 3, I'm sure over half of us would have said no. I would have said no. But now I'm like, I think we can do it. I think we can do it. MH says, I'm looking for a jersey for the game. Want Palmer to shine, and I'll grab his. Want a new young talent. That'd be sweet. Do you get the official jerseys, or do you get the knockoffs, or what do you do? I've got a combination of all of them. The high-end official jerseys are really nice. I really like them. But the knockoffs do just as fine to me, as long as the colors are okay. I've gotten some where the reds are not quite red. $17-18 million, huh, Al? Roquan Smith, $20 million. Yep. I heard Jalen Hurts doesn't feel like 100%. We got to make sure to rock him. Oh, yeah, let Devin White hit him a couple times. Or let Vita land on him when he tackles him. Vita did that during this game with Justin Fields. Molly picked it out, and I didn't see it, but she said he turned Fields to the side and landed on him. That old school tackle that's illegal anymore. Amazement asks, do you make bets at all or just play fantasy football for money? I rarely make bets anymore. I mainly stick to the fantasy football for the money, but every now and then I'll throw some bets in. I got to feel very solid about it, though. Very solid. Mate says I might change to favor Bucs. You can do it up until Sunday. No, Friday. Friday at 6. That's the deadline. Or I guess you could probably leave one in like a comment on a video or something. And then you could point back to it and say, hey, look, I changed it. Stephen Pryor, what's up, man? 19-23 Bucs. There we go. Everybody picking the Bucs. We're feeling strong in here. Yeah, going to have to get the game film working better tomorrow. I apologize for that, guys, but we'll zip through it and break it down real quick tomorrow. This stuff is just, I mean, it's good. It's definitely good for finding film. Like if you want to go to the third quarter at 2:47, third quarter. This film is much better for that. They used to do that on NFL Game Pass, where you could just click on the individual plays, but they don't do that anymore. It's just all one big unbroken string of video. So tomorrow we'll have the good all-22 and zip through it. Who would you prefer for Tampa to get back if we had a choice between playoff Lenny or Rojo? Playoff Lenny. Definitely Leonard Fournette. He was very good at what he did, although I don't think he would be good at this style of running. Rojo would probably be better at this style of running. So let me think about that. Yeah. So probably Rojo. Yeah, I don't think Leonard Fournette would be good at this zone running we're doing. Tom is going to go with the Eagles. There you go, MH. You got a friend. 27-21. See, MH was feeling all lonely. Tom, is this a sympathy pick so MH doesn't feel lonely? MK says, if Jalen Hurts doesn't want to get hit, switch positions with me. I'll take your contract. And I'll make sure to throw many pick sixes to the Bucs. I'll get paid millions to make sure the Bucs win on Monday. Oh, that's hilarious. Pat says, I think it's literally 50-50. Not sure what you're talking about there, Pat. I'm so delayed on this chat. Okay, Shaq Leonard is 19.7 million a year. Yeah, so there's a couple of linebackers getting paid 20 million. I didn't think there was any. I think we had this conversation during the offseason, though, didn't we? The real jersey prices are getting up there. Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird. I used to work at a screen printing place, and we did NFL jerseys. And great place, one of the best jobs I ever had. I really loved working there. I worked quality control, so I like when I get a jersey, I immediately like scan it for defects. It's funny, but they would throw jerseys away if they didn't sell. They don't reduce prices, with their inventory. They throw them away. And I was like, what? Yeah, we used to throw. As a matter of fact, I've got a jersey here. Like it's an all-white, unnumbered, unnamed Buccaneers jersey. All right. So, Buccaneers that I got from working there. There's one they were going to throw away. I don't think they're going to throw it away. I can't remember how I got it, but I got it. I used to wear that all the time. Playoff Lenny. You think both the Falcons are playing the Lions? Saints lose this week to the Packers, so if Bucs win, it'll be huge. I tell you, that Falcons-Lions game, that's going to be a good game to watch right there. That's going to be some tough football. Saints-Packers. I can see the Saints losing to the Packers. Is it at the Packers or is it at Saints? The way the Saints played last night, they did not look good. But, it's one game. Thursday before night game. That's when you got to have your pick in. Who cares if the jersey is real or not? It's not a fashion show unless you make it one. As long as you vote for the Bucs, who cares as long as you want the Bucs to win? Yeah, that's true. That's how I've always felt, MK. You get some jersey snobs who will give you a hard time about it. It's not even a real jersey, man. Although I've had them say that about jerseys that I 100% they were real and I had to show them. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Because it's normally a jersey they've never seen before. They'll be like, that's not even real, man. Yeah, amazement. Gosh, let me show you this one jersey I saw. I've never seen this before. And, it's totally fake and everything. It's not even from a real distributor. But look at that. That's pretty cool, I think. It's only $50. I've been thinking about springing for this one. It just looks cool. Don't I? But it's sketchy site. DiscountJerseyMall.com. I don't even know if it would get here. Tom, he likes Philly's talent. Okay. There ain't nothing wrong with that. If you would have asked me a week ago, I probably would have picked Philly too. But I'm leaning towards the Bucs. I'm for a deal too. Yeah, definitely. I hate to say it, but I say 26-21 Eagles. Amazement. Come on now. You're disappointing me. 26-21 Eagles. See what you started, MH? You got a trend going here. Kate It says 21-10 Eagles. Whoa, you're not giving the Bucs a chance at all. 11 points. I hope you're wrong too, Amazement. Interesting looking with that jersey. Yeah. Right, Kate? Yes, it's nice, but I don't know. You don't get any reviews, and there's no like pictures of anybody wearing one, so it'll probably show up looking nowhere near as nice. I don't know, but for $50, kind of worth the gamble. Ow, looks a bit feminine now that I think about it. What is it? Little curly things on the shoulders that do it for you, or is it because Kate said it looks good? I think it's a very, very handsome jersey. I like the numbers. I think the numbers look cool. Make the NFL richer or let the local companies make more money? Oh, we know which way that's going to go. NFL's going to get their money. It is hard to make money off the NFL. Licensing fees, last time I looked, were almost $250,000. That's ridiculous. LMH, yeah, you ruined it, man. Let's get to 30 likes, people. We're close. Oh, we are? Where are we? Well, we've been on forever. I just saw... Oh, we are so close. So close. I'm going to have to get off here in a second. I bet Molly's really mad at me. She's downstairs fuming. She doesn't fume. She doesn't get mad. But she's probably wanting a break from the baby. Who's the 26-21 person? Amazement. Buying a jersey like that, better buy a bigger house, bigger size. You think so? Think it goes size up? I don't know, man. I want to pull the trigger on it, but it's called Orange Vapor Limited City Edition. They got a few players too. But I like that John Lynch jersey. Am I one of those don't wear a jersey unless you're at a game type of people? Oh, no. No. I usually wear my Bucs, or I used to wear my Bucs gear a lot. But during the summer, I don't because it's so hot. I always wear cutoffs, my wife beaters. Now, I usually wear my gear quite a bit. I like to represent. You meet people. It's like I've got Buccaneer stuff on my car. Molly's got it on her car. We're constantly, people say something to us. Always good. People are good. Yeah, Al likes his caps and shirts. I never wear hats, though. I've got a crap ton of them, but I never wear them. But I wear my shirts a lot. Kate's going to take a gamble. The official jerseys are almost a month's rent here. Woo! But Kate, I'm going to have to say your rent wherever you're at, it's not that much. If Did you work for that jersey making company in Tampa? They do a bunch of leagues and teams. No, it was back then, I don't know how the NFL does it now, but they contract out to printing companies, and this was a local-owned family business. It was a really great company. I really loved working for them. Learned a lot working there. Amazement said it was going to be a fourth quarter game. Baker Magic runs out just this week, late in fourth quarter. Come on now. As long as you support the Bucs, I could care less about whose jersey wear, if it's real or fake. As long as we support the same team, that's all I care about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, you're down in Argentina. Okay, so yeah, it is. How are things going down there, man? I really like Argentina. I think, I don't know a whole lot about it. Never been there. But geopolitically, I think Argentina's set up for a really good. Y'all got everything you need down there. Just you got to get your politics right. Seems like the politics are kind of screwy down there. Of course, you can say that about everywhere right now, but Argentina is one of those places that I'm like, if I had to move somewhere out of America, Argentina's on my list. It's up there at the top. Patrick, living in Cambodia or somewhere. Young Hustler says, I think we need to draft inside linebacker in the first round. Yes, we're going to have to replenish because I don't think Levante's going to be here and I don't think Devin White's going to be here. It's going to be weird not having some of these guys. Ugh. Amazement says, I used to be laughed at for wearing my Bucs gear because I live up north. Then I got caught a bandwagon when we were winning. I had to prove my fandom to so many people. Yeah, that's when we got Brady, I'd go out, and I'd wear my Bucs gear all the time. And I'd go out and people would like immediately say, oh, you're just a Bucs fan because Brady's a Bucs. I'm like, no. Have to prove your fandom. That's funny. Because that's what you do. You get. I've been a fan since '97. You don't think the loss will be because of Baker? MH says. I'll tell you, he's really impressed me a lot. He's played above and beyond what I expected from him, what I've seen on tape from him, and I'm waiting for that game. Where he gets he backslides a little bit. I hope it don't happen, but it's bound to happen. We're not. I can't see us. Somebody was saying 6-0 that we could do that. I'm like, I don't know, man. We're going to have some bad games. As fans, we got to prepare ourselves for that. Not start calling for heads and people to get fired because of a couple of bad games. Yeah, still alive. Nate, yeah. I got to get off here. Thanks for reminding me, man. Yeah, that's a good point, Al. Though, I don't know, man. I don't know. But if we can get a linebacker that's a monster, because we're going to need one. Nate, you're watching this at work. You on that second shift? Okay, says, I'm not proving crap to anyone. I'm born and raised in Tampa. I know the truth. I'm a true Bucs fan. There you go. You gotta love MK's attitude. The whole fan base should be like that. We need a whole stadium filled with MKs. Bacon shake. I was thinking about making a jersey that said that. Yeah, but you can't use Baker Mayfield's image or his number, I don't think. I guess you could, but maybe if we draw a cartoon. Shake and bake. Bake and shake. Leave a like if you haven't before we leave, guys. Hey, did we get up to 30? Yep. Got 30. See, okay, we're getting closer and closer. By mid-season, we're going to get them 67 likes. I hope it hasn't been playing bad defenses and knowing signals. Yeah, right? How long is that going to stretch? Yeah, I don't think he did that with the Bears game, but we'll never know because they they shut that talk down real quick. But that's something you're not going to be able to do every week. And yeah, the Bears, they're not the best team in the world to judge your team by. But it's good that we beat them, and we beat them soundly. I mean, they came back, and, score was close there for a little bit towards the end. But, we beat them. Anybody watching that would say that the Bucs are the better team on the field. Same thing with Minnesota. Nate, we ain't trying to get you fired, man. You know how sad that would make me? Like, dude, I got fired because I kept coming and watching the game. Shake and bake was great when my mom made it when I was a kid. Yes. Put that chicken and stuff in the bag, shake it up. That's making me hungry now, Al. You know better than do that. Now I'm hungry. I got to get off here anyhow. Key matchup, number 45 versus Hurts. Yes. Yeah, kind of the same thing. It's what we were expecting going into the Chicago game, but it didn't work that way. They decided they wanted to make Fields a pocket passer, and it didn't work out too well for him. But Fields is head and shoulders above. Hurts is head and shoulders above Fields. So I think Devin White's going to have a much harder time this week. I think he had a pretty relaxing week against the Bears. Nate says, don't sweat it. As long as my 5 machines are running, we're allowed to be on our phones. Oh, nice. MH, if we win it, we'll be against corners. Yes, sir, Nate. We enjoy having you here. I enjoy when all you guys are here. I get and girls. I get kind of sad when some of you don't show up. Yeah. All right, guys. I got to get off of here. Get some food in me. I can hear the baby crying down there. All right, we're gonna do all 22 tomorrow. Get the serious analysis in, go through, break it down. We're going to have to go a little bit faster than we normally do because we missed a day here today. We did get some of the plays done, so we'll just skip over those plays when we get to them in the all 22. But you guys have a great evening, and we will see you here tomorrow, 6 p.m. sharp Eastern Standard Time. Kate, hopefully you could give me some information on Argentina when you get this thing. I really am interested in the goings-ons down there. Dylan, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. And until next time, go Bucs.